the East Coast, where Kenya is the natural gateway for Saudi Arabia and Middle East into the continent of Africa. And therefore, as you look at the investment opportunities in Kenya, even as you consider what you can do that will go back to Saudi Arabia, I want to let you know that there is a bigger opportunity for investors from Saudi Arabia working with their counterparts in Kenya to serve an even bigger market. We have a big African market that is growing and that is virgin on virtually everything, on matters to do with agriculture, energy, transport, industrialization. There is a very big opportunity. And just to let you know, the tripartite free trade area, which brings together about 26 countries, that is connecting COMESA, EAC, East African Community, and SADC, a population of about 750 million people, came into force 6 months ago. And that provides a facilitative framework for your investment in Kenya to find its way into the African continent. It is my belief that with this relationship, your coming to Kenya and the return visit by Kenya to Saudi at an appropriate moment, as was said by the president of the chamber here, will create the necessary nexus and network that will enable business people in Kenya and in Saudi Arabia to work together, looking at the opportunities that exist both in Kenya and in Saudi Arabia, and the synergy that we can create for the opportunities here, leveraging on the technology you have, leveraging on the investments that you can create. And I want to let you know that, as was said by the president of the chamber, we have a very stable economy, the largest economy in East Africa, possibly the 7th largest economy in Africa. And therefore, working from Kenya, you will not only have the opportunity to work with a big economy, but it is your gateway to the African continent. We already have a legal framework that is facilitative for public-private partnerships to drive investments in the public as well as in the private sector. And therefore, I just wanted to undertake on behalf of the government of Kenya that we are good to go for business. The Chamber of Commerce here will be your partners. The government of Kenya will be ready, willing, and available to work with you. And as was said by the minister, whatever other interventions that are required of us, whether it is avoidance of double taxation agreements or protection of investment agreements, we will be able to facilitate as government because we already have templates that we are working with other countries. So we should be able to bring that into your space so that you can, with a lot of ease and comfort and confidence, invest and sample the opportunities that we have. We have negotiated as a country different investment, trade, and market infrastructure. We have a negotiated framework with the European Union, meaning that from Kenya, you can export to the 27 countries in the European Union. Through the AGOA framework, you can also export from Kenya to America, duty-free, quota-free. So again, there are big opportunities for you and for investors, both from Saudi Arabia, working with their Kenyan counterparts, to do more business beyond what can be done between Saudi Arabia and Kenya alone.
We agreed to do business delegations and trade missions so that we can explore more markets. And on 20th to 24th of April this year, we're going to take approximately 100 business people from Kenya to Saudi during the Saudi week. And if you allow me, Your Excellency, we will ask that you accompany us so that we can firm up the relationship when we go to Saudi in the month of April this year. Equally also, they have told us that they are very much interested to invest in Kenya, in the private sector, and mainly in agriculture. We have members who are exporting currently meat and beef, especially red meat. We are asking you, Your Excellency, they're interested to take our live animals and more beef, and there is a facility called Bachuma in the coastal area. They're very much interested to partner with us, the private sector, and those members were there yesterday. They had a discussion, so you could allow us on a public to private partnership so that we can make that facility fruitful for our economy.
Fruitful discussion last night since we arrived here with our we use, there's a huge demand of millions of heads of livestock.
I want also to join the president of the chamber in thanking the two. In fact, we'll be getting the real estate people talking with the real estate folks on the other side who have already signed an agreement which we witnessed.
The best 4 years of his life here in Kenya.
ونعتبره سفير
Industry investment, the business-to-business matchmaking yesterday. It resulted 1.17 billion US dollars 4th of April this year. We're going to take approximately.
But given, of course, how much he has been really advocating for Kenya, who has been really active ever since we started the discussion for.
They are very much interested to invest in a discussion, so you could allow us on a public to private partnership.
حصل هو التدريب لتصديره للمناطق الحرة أو زونات المناطق الحرة في
stability, the ease of transfer of funds, and the investment climate, the positive investment.
كما لا يفوتني أن نرحب برجال الأعمال الكيني.
President of the Kenya Chamber of Commerce that will come in about 2 months, so there were over 100 people.
مع سعادة السفير السعودي من المطار إلى الفندق كان أجمل السنوات التي قضاها في كينيا.
I'd like to conclude my remarks.
Enable business people in Kenya and in Saudi Arabia to work together. That, as was said by the president of the chamber, I want to let you know that there is a bigger opportunity. The tripartite export from Kenya to America, duty have negotiated as a country different view is that this relationship is beyond Kenya and Saudi Arabia. We can make it a bigger relationship.
قناعة كبيرة إنه في